Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Thanks to my returning subscribers. Welcome new subscribers. Please hit the notification bell, like, comment, and share the videos to support the channel. Thank you so much for your support. I really do appreciate each and every one of you.
Hi guys, so this is part 2 of the emotional incest, parental incest video that I made, and I just wanted to give a description according to Wikipedia about what emotional incest is. So it says here, emotional incest, covert incest, is a type of abuse in which a parent looks to their child for the emotional support that would be normally provided by another adult. The effects of covert incest on children when they become adults are thought to mimic actual incest, although to a lesser degree. This term describes interactions between a parent and a child that are exclusive of sexual abuse. So it's more like an incest relationship, but without the sexual abuse, where if a mother does not have a husband, then he will treat a son of one of her sons as the husband. Or the other way around, it could be a father, that doesn't have a wife, or his wife died, and now he expects one of the daughters or the daughter to take over the duties of his wife. So it's really something like that, and it's quite common. I didn't even know this. So while I was doing this video, I researched more about it. It was like, so I found a lot of other sources and people that were talking about this, how prevalent it is, like how it's just everywhere. So in my case, my ex's mother, in her jealousy, in her, let me just say, in her jealousy, she wanted to know everything that was happening in my house, up to who bought what, So whenever she would come to the house, she would pinpoint things and say, who bought this, who bought that, even a spoon, like who bought that, who bought this in the kitchen. And I didn't know what this was about at first, but I found it weird, obviously, because I've never heard of this before. And then he would answer, because I felt like I don't need to answer any of this. Why do I need to answer these things? But I also understood that she might have wanted to know a lot of things, but then at the same time, the person that I was married to was also transporting the things that we were talking about at home to his mother. So all the trips where I was not, where I didn't come with, because I really didn't see the reason why I should be going to their house every weekend or twice or whatever it was. For me, it was just like, we are all here in Cape Town, so it's not a big deal, So we can see each other whenever, like especially when there's nothing. I would understand, like if someone is making a birthday party or something, or there's something to talk about, or we're passing by, but like me going to my in-laws every weekend, it just didn't I didn't see the reason for me to do that. So on the day of the engagement, I think a day after, I asked my ex if his mother knows about this. And he said to me, no, I spoke to her about it. And she told me she was expecting it. And that was it. And for me, I'm thinking, what? You spoke to her about it? Because that for me says I discussed it with my mother, And she said she's expecting it. No excitement, no saying, I'm proud of you, son. You're becoming a man, or I'm happy for you, or something positive or negative for that matter. The only thing that was said was I was expecting that. And for me, this really, really made me feel sad and realize that this lady is not happy about this at all. And I think I went on a roller coaster where I was thinking, geez, what have I ever done to her? I mean, I treated her well whenever she came to my house. I would treat her well whenever I go to her house, you know. I'll be the best girlfriend that I could be because I was not married at the time, you know. But I would still do the wifey things that I was supposed to do. I treated them well. I would cook and make sure that they're comfortable. And we never argued about anything. We never exchanged words. There was totally nothing negative between us before I got married. Nothing. So I just couldn't understand, like, where was all this animosity where does it all come from? But the thing is, she not only felt threatened by me, my daughter was a threat as well. So both me and my daughter, she probably felt like we were taking the love of her son, you know, away. The love that her son was giving to her was now going to go to us, to me and my daughter. So in our, I'm not sure if it's only our culture in South Africa where there's a breadwinner at home. I think it's mostly like that in Black communities. So my ex-husband was that breadwinner guy, you know. He was the golden boy of the family. He was the first one to go to varsity, the first one to travel outside of the country, the first one to get a great job, the first one to buy a car, the first one to get married, the first one to buy a house, you know. So he was the first of everything. So we were taking this golden boy, but by the way, he never bought a house until he met me, you know. We bought our first house when we were still girlfriend and boyfriend. So anyway, yeah, but anyway, he was a golden boy. People in my culture will tell you the biggest mistake you can ever make as a woman is to marry a golden boy, is to marry a breadwinner, because then it's going to rain on you. And I'm speaking from experience. I know how it feels to marry a breadwinner, because there's nothing you could ever do right as a wife. Nothing. Because this man is the one who's supposed to save the family. This man is the one who is supposed to change change everything. He's the one who is supposed to deal with generational curses, poverty. He's the one who's supposed to come and save them, you know. So you will not be liked by everyone for no reason. There is nothing that you have to do to be liked. First of all, there is nothing that you can do to be liked. I remember there was one time where okay, I'm just moving to something else now, totally different from the topic. I remember when now I was married, and I can't quite remember what we were arguing about, but between me and my ex-husband. But it was obviously about the mother issue, because I didn't see the reason why you should be telling your mother everything that we do. And then he said something like, well, you have to do 1, 2, and 3, you know, for them to like you or for them to accept you. I know how they are, they're my family. And I was like, no, I don't have to do anything. I don't have to do anything. I can't now be on assignment to make your people like me or love me. I've been loved enough by my family, by the way. I've had a great mother in my life. Family. So I know what love feels like, and I'm okay with it. So I'm not out there looking for it. You know, I'm there to add to your life. And if they want me to their lives too. I'm not taking you away from them, but I do want you to be here for us, for me and my daughter. But anyway, I said to him at the end, listen, even if I could buy your mother an airplane, I could buy her what is this thing? Anything, man. I could buy her a plane. She would still not be happy. she would still not love me. So what's the point? Yeah. So anyway, so yeah, so I understood that, you know, this is not gonna go anywhere. This is never, it's just not in my power to make this work. It's not in my power to make these people love me, or make these people accept me, and I honestly don't have the energy for it. You know, I don't. So to be honest, when they came to see me, well, they probably didn't come to see me. When they came to see the child in hospital, the day I gave birth to my daughter, I promise you, I didn't see no excitement. It was the mother, the daughter, and the son. So the son had been there during the, you know, giving birth in the morning. I think right at that time it was around 5 p.m., 6 p.m. So they came into the ward, and they brought food for themselves, probably because it was KFC, and I don't care about KFC. And I had a friend of mine there, luckily for me. So my friend was helping me because he's in the medical field as well. So he was explaining to me, like, what do I need to do to look after the child, and giving me advice. And to me, this was very, very valuable, because I don't have a mother. So I didn't have someone that I could go back to and ask, you know, what am I supposed to do when a child does this, and all of these things. So he was really helping me. So they came in, and the son was busy with the daughter, and they just sat and we exchanged greetings, and that was it, really. And yeah, and then they started eating. So we continued with our conversation with my friend, because I could see that these people are probably not here for me, or the child for that matter, because I didn't see any excitement from them about the newborn that has just come into this world. Didn't ask me how I was doing or anything like that. And for me, I was like, okay, you know what, let me just continue with my friend. And yeah, so anyway, so my friend, in the middle of the chat, I could see, like, you know, his face changed, and I didn't even know what was going on, but I didn't want to say anything at that moment. So I just continued with the conversation we were having. I was writing some stuff down about teething and stuff. So what do you need to do? Yeah. And then I think they left. They were not even there for more than half an hour. And then they left. So my friend asked me, what was going on? What was that about? So I'm like, what? So I was like, no, man, I didn't see any excitement from these people. Are these your husbands? Are they family? I'm like, yeah, they are his family. They're like, oh, okay. Because I didn't see anything. It was just them talking to each other and eating. And he was the one looking at the child and, you know, talking to the child. We're like, oh well, because I really didn't want to talk about my business to my friends. I really didn't want to talk about what was happening. You know, for me, this was a great day. I was excited. I was tired. I was happy that I was able to bring life into this world. So I really didn't want anything to ruin that. And I was not about to, you know, go on to this conversation right now. But my friend could see that there was something wrong there. I don't know whether it's in my family only, or my circle, or, you know, but for us, if you're going to see a newborn child, you bring something. It's just, I don't even want to call it a tradition. It's just something that everybody knows. You don't go to see a newborn child with bare hands. You bring something, and it doesn't need to be expensive. It can be anything. Anything. Can be something small. It doesn't have to cost much. But the fact that it's like you are welcoming the child into this world, you know? It's like a kind gesture to say, you welcome to the world. We appreciate you. We are happy you are here. But nothing like that happened with my daughter until she's now 14 years old. I am telling you that she never even received a birthday present ever. I don't remember my child receiving something or being excited about something that my grandma bought me, something that my aunt bought me, something that my uncle bought me. No, never, nothing. And perhaps it was because they knew that, oh, his mother and his father, or her mother or her father can afford. So it was just that weird relation. It's one thing for someone not to like you or treat you bad, but it's another thing when someone does that to your child. Now that touches a nerve for me, because it's fine if you hate me for whatever reason. In this reason for marrying your child, your son. But it's another to take out your hatred of me to my daughter, because then we're going to have a problem. I'm going to keep on saying in our culture, which is the Xhosa culture, and perhaps it's like that. There's lots of similarities in our black culture anyway. It seems like with mothers-in-law with parental incest, it seems like for them we will only be good enough when perhaps we behave like their sons. We want to cater to them. We allow abuse. Umakoti is supposed to be a yes ma'am. We're supposed to beg them to love and accept us, cater to their needs, clean and cook until you can't walk anymore. Must be barefoot in the kitchen. You must have nothing to say, but do. Then you'll be accepted. But unfortunately for me, I couldn't be that. I just couldn't. I was loved enough by my own mother. I know that there is no one in this world who could ever love me like my mother did. And I've accepted that. And I'm not looking for that right now from anyone, especially anyone's mother or anyone's family at all. Because I believe that you can only have that kind of love once in your life, and you really can't expect other people to fulfill that, because that is a big ask for anyone. Now, the mothers-in-law, they forget that when you're getting a daughter-in-law, I don't think there's any daughter-in-law that goes into someone's family wanting to destroy the family, wanting to take anyone away from them. I've never met, maybe they are, but I've never met them, to be honest. Everyone that I've met and everyone that I know who is married, I know that they want to be there because they want to be a wife to the person. They care and they love the person, and they appreciate the fact that the mother-in-law gave birth to this person, and they do really want to get to know the family and be part of the family. They're not out there trying to destroy anything. They're there to build, and they know that. They're just forgetting that if you treat if you treat your daughter-in-law right, you will reap the rewards. And if you treat your daughter-in-law bad, you will still reap the rewards. That's just how life is. You give out negative energy in the world, you get negative energy. You give out positive energy in the world, you get positive energy. That's just how it is, how the universe works. If you treat your makoti well, she will treat you well. She will treat you even more than well, even more than she treated her own mother. She will make it her duty to make sure that you are taken care of. She'll be the one to force the husband to ask him, is your mother okay? Does your mother have this? Does she need anything? And I also just wanna, there's something that also that I want to speak about, perhaps in another video. Because for me, I think one of the reasons why I was treated badly is because I'm an orphan, I don't have a mother or a father. My father died when I was 4, and my mother died when I was 19 years. I think I was in my first year of varsity at that time. And during the abuse that I faced with my ex-husband, one of the things that he would keep on saying is that you don't have parents, you don't have anyone in this world. All you have is me. So you better get used to this, or the only family that you can have now is mine. So like, it doesn't matter how my mother treats you, it doesn't matter how they treat you. All you have to do is to, is to beg them to love you. You don't have any other choice. You don't have anyone. And that, I wouldn't say it made me angry, but it made me feel sorry for him, because he doesn't know who's been taking care of me since the age of 19 years old. So I just felt like, how dare how dare you say this to me? That I need to beg people to love me? Have you any idea who's been taking care of me since I was 19 years old, until I met you? Do you honestly think that all these years I've been waiting for a family that will not accept me, where I would need to prove myself to them? Do you honestly think that that is my mission in life? To be loved by your family, to be accepted by your family. People don't know how, people have no idea how God takes care of orphans. They don't know how God protects orphans. They don't know how God loves orphans. He is the father of the fatherless. He's the mother of the motherless. I know this because I have experienced it. I'm not telling you a story. So yeah, it hit me. I was hurt when he was saying those things. That you don't have any other family, so you better beg us. You better do everything for us to accept you. But there was that voice in my head that was like, no, girl, you don't have to do any of that. The same God who was with you when you had no one until this man met you. The same God who took you to varsity when you didn't even have a cent to go to varsity. The same God who made sure that you graduate. The same God that made sure that you get a job is the same God that is going to be with you. People need to stop thinking that orphans are looking for any type of love. No, God takes care of orphans. God loves orphans. It even says so in the Bible somewhere. I don't know the Bible verses, but don't ever play with orphans. And if you are an orphan, you have a father in heaven. So at no point should you find yourself begging anyone to love you, because you're already loved by the owner of the world, by the creator of the world. You can have anything that you want, only if you ask him. There are people who are going to love you for who you are, but I don't believe in begging people to love you. I just don't believe in it. Anyway, guys, thank you so much. I really don't want to make these videos long. thank you so much for listening. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, share, comment, share your views. Let me know what you think. If you know about any of the things that I spoke about, if you've experienced any of these things, yeah, I really want to know from you guys. I really want to hear from you guys. So thank you so much. I'll see you in the next video. I wish you well. I wish you peace. I wish you joy. I wish you love. I wish you lots of laughter. Please take care of yourself. Until we meet again. Bye.